4 years ago, if you would have told me that I was making over $100,000 a month from TikTok Shop and building a 7-figure business, I wouldn't have believed you for a second. Because back then I had just started my TikTok Shop journey out of pure desperation. Today, I'm driving my dream car, I'm living my dream life, I'm doing things for my family I wish I could have always done in the past. And in this video, I'm giving you absolutely everything I wish I knew when I started, including every hard-earned lesson, so you can skip the years of pain that I went through and get all the trial and error out the way and start changing the direction of your life as an affiliate. Now, the first piece of advice I can give you is not to become a creature of habit. Instead, find a way to develop your own approach. You know, you've probably been told just copy what everybody else is doing, but this advice will completely ruin your chances of becoming a top 10% or 1% affiliate where most people want to be. You see, back when I was training people, I saw this running rampant, and it's because most people aren't trained to be creative. They're doing this out of desperation because they need money, so they think, what is the easiest and fastest way to get results? When easy and fast isn't always the best way to become successful. And if that was the case, every person you see, every guru, every intelligent, wealthy person would tell you, hey, here's the easiest and fast way to get rich. But that's just not the case. And that's all that happens on TikTok today. Everyone sees the same viral video, copies it line for line, hoping for success. And sometimes it may work once, but then there's the trap. It stops working because that's what everybody else is doing. And TikTok's algorithm looks for uniqueness. It doesn't look for carbon copies. If that were the case, our world would look a lot different. See, if you just become another clone for the For You page, copying the same viral videos without a unique edge, you're just gonna have your income completely be dictated by another person out of your control. This leads to insecurity, low self-worth, and content that just feels fake and ingenuine because you can tell it took no effort. What you should be doing instead is seeing how can you put a spin on it in your own unique way. How do you say what they did, but in your own words? How do you add unique benefits that they didn't? How do you talk to an audience that they're missing out on? How do you get what they did and make it better? You see, TikTok is a platform that promotes authenticity, and the people that do the best on the platform while being authentic are the most profitable creators because they build frameworks, they build systems, they find things and improve them. They don't just carbon copy. But there's something that's even more dangerous than just copying, and that's putting all your energy into the wrong part of your content, which a lot of people do. You need to stop selling products and start selling to people. So the second piece of advice I have for you is take your focus off the product. Most affiliates obsess over finding the perfect product, the perfect item, the one with the perfect amount of sales and the perfect reviews, thinking that if they just discover one product that pleases everyone, they'll hit the jackpot and hit their first $10,000 a month from that product alone. But that mindset is exactly why they keep failing, and it takes them even longer to see the level of success they're chasing after. You see, majority of the time you're spending hours researching a product and why it's special, recording a video that takes you an hour long, but it's only 20 seconds long, and then nothing. No views, no sales, you cry, complain, thinking you're not good enough, and start making worse videos. And the main reason is because the product is never what the person is buying, it's the way that it makes them feel, and it's the problem that it's solving. I was in the exact same spot in the beginning. I was buying all these different products, my garage was full with so many samples that my girl wanted to leave me because there was no space in the house, and I was making no money off of it, so it was just discouraging. Then there was a moment when I thought back to when I was working in my sales job. What my mentor always told me is, if you try to keep selling the product nobody's gonna buy, think about why they would buy this product. Think about what they're going through, their mindset, the experience they're gonna have when they have this. What are the problems that this is solving? That's what people are gonna buy. You don't go to the makeup store and your girl doesn't say, oh, I love the way that makeup packaging looks. No, it matches her skin tone and it makes her feel more beautiful so she can go out at night and not feel insecure about the pimple she has because it looks like her skin is just clear because it matches her skin tone and it makes her feel beautiful and it doesn't break her out. These are the things that the reason she buys it. It brings out an experience to her. It brings an insecurity lower and it hides it. It makes her feel better about herself. These are the reasons why people buy things. For example, I was one of the top sellers of a vaginal probiotic on TikTok Shop. Everybody was trying to sell how it makes you feel better down there, makes you smell better there, all these crazy things, right? I decided to tell a story about a girl I was with and how insecure she was and how I saw an overnight change in her confidence as a woman. And that resonated completely with the female audience because they wanted to feel good about themselves and get rid of their insecurity. Another example right now, we met a few creators who are using our software and they first started using it because they were having trouble making content. And I told them straight up, they didn't need the software, they need to fix their script. As an example, if you're promoting a product that promotes gut health, don't say this product helps with gut health. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody knows what that means. Instead say, I've never been able to wear jeans this comfortably until I started drinking this every day. You want to make it relevant. You want to make it relatable. You want to make it real. Picture one person, their age, their gender, their job, their pain point, and create for them, not for everyone, not for the platform. You see, if your audience feels like you're talking directly to them, you win their attention, you feel more relatable, and attention and relatability leads to sales. So if you're serious about increasing your TikTok Shop commissions and you want to start earning the same same amount of money like these other top affiliates in the world are doing right now and get real strategies that work, click the first link in my description below to work with me one-on-one and learn how you can get the same results that these other people are getting.